On to you, Virgos. You have the Nine of Pentacles, the Hierophant, and the Fool card. So, a lot of you Virgos very much so have purpose, things to do, and you have a lot of things to do. You've got it very much so mapped out. The Hierophant represents a lot of people would like to find out a little bit more about what it is that you Virgos are doing. This is what I mean when I say that you have some people around you that want to be a part of you, a part of your lives, because of the fact that you Virgos are not really, like, how, like, when it is that you hang out with somebody and then you hang out with them, but then you put other things on the back burner. A lot of you Virgos are not doing that anymore. A lot of you are like, hey, if you know that you got to go somewhere, you Virgos are very much so on a busy schedule. You're like, hey, I got to go. And the other person is like, where you going? And you're like, well, I'm just doing what it is that I got to do. I'll holler at you a little bit later. So the High Priestess represents how a lot of people see you on the move and really understand that you actually do things, right? Like, you're not just sitting around not doing anything. You're actually doing stuff. So the Fool is about you Virgos is lack of, like, you don't care about if a person is going to get mad at you that you're not spending enough time. Because at the end of the day, spending enough time is in their eyes. You Virgos understand that it's not about trying to spend quantity time. All this time, you just spend it with somebody. You spend it every single day, 10 hours on the clock, every single day. That becomes a part of your life. That literally becomes long-term a part of your life if you do that, because it becomes a large part of a person's life. That's not what you Virgos are doing. You Virgos are understanding time management. You Virgos are realizing that, hey, quality time. You don't have a whole lot of time. You have quality time. When you engage with other people, hang out, because you're probably hanging out with a lot of friends, probably hanging out on a couple of dates, getting to know some people. It's a date, but it's a date, but it's a good date. It's not even about you spending money. It's not even about you doing all of this and doing all of that. Y'all are kicking it. Y'all are hanging out. Y'all are doing simple things. And if a person doesn't like it, then you bouncing, because the Temperance and the High Priestess represents just that. You don't have to be, you're not going to be in someone's life if they try to lead with expectations. Then they're going to expect themselves to be without you Virgos if they lead with expectations. The High Priestess represents Virgo, as a matter of fact, but it also represents how you dip out. But it also represents people being secret admirers, meaning that they act like they're too good for you, but then they're all on your social media page trying to find out what you Virgos got going for yourselves, right? They're all in your DMs, some of them. The Three of Cups, the Ten of Swords, and the Four of Wands is about how, and they want to reconcile. They want to figure out a way where, how can they get themselves into your life in a successful fashion. And the Ten of Swords and the Four of Wands represents that they're going to have to actually be able to understand things from your perspective. They're going to have to be able to keep up with you Virgos, because a lot of y'all are going places. Queen of Cups and the Four of Wands is about how you Virgos are just not going to stop doing what you're doing and living your life simply because, other people want you to chill out for an extra hour. No, bump that. You Virgos are going to be like, look, when it's time to go handle your business, you Virgos are going to be like, I don't have a watch, but let's do it. So let's clarify the High Priestess. So to clarify for the High Priestess, we have the King of Cups, Star card, ooh, High Priestess, ooh, Justice, and the Seven of Wands. So the King of Cups and the Star card is about how, like I said, You Virgos are going after what you want to go after. You're going after your hopes, your dreams, your goals, putting things into practice. You know, your lifestyle is changing for the better. This is what I mean when I say stay in the ghost nation. Stay there. Don't ever come out of it. Stay there. Hang out with some people, okay? But only be with someone who is going to get in on the ghost nation with you. If they're not willing to do that, do not come out of it. The star card, right? The star card represents you're chasing after your goals and everything, but it also represents other people hoping and wishing that they get a chance to actually hang out with you, because you Virgos, like I said, a lot of y'all are in the ghost nation. Y'all are doing your thing. So it's also secret admirers. The Justice and the Seven of Wands represents this is something that they should have taken advantage of. When they had you Virgos around, they should have taken advantage of the fact that you Virgos were able to dedicate a little bit more time. They didn't want to do that. Now it's push and pull. When you wanted to show them that you were a little bit more available, not that you were completely available forever and ever and ever and ever and ever. You were a little bit more available. You not doing your thing. You're not valuable enough, right? Then when you are doing your thing, you don't care. Now all of a sudden it's, oh, well, now it's a matter of X, Y, and Z. Now it's how come you never around type stuff. But they're missing one thing about you Virgos though. You're not in a relationship with them. They haven't gotten to that point yet. You're just now getting to know them. And they already given you this much problems. So this is exactly the reason why the Justice as well as the High Priestess came up in the reading in the first place. What it is that they're asking for versus what they're getting in real life, they're delusional. They have delusions of grandeur. So the things that the Seven of Wands now represents here, that again, they're, being in a relationship with someone who has this type of mentality, you Virgos aren't even interested in. Because a person has to capture a Virgo's heart before the Virgo starts to really give you a piece of their life, aka quality time. But they don't get it. Comment on the video, like the video, subscribe to the YouTube channel, share the video, hit the notification bell, set the notification bell to all so you can be notified whenever I drop my videos. There's a link in the comment section below called a Linktree link. Click on it. It will redirect you to a website where there's ways to get a private tarot reading from me, birth chart reading, as well as buy the books that are on Amazon. And I'll see y'all Monday.